it's basically showing people like you just have to at some point nut up and move the weight and do whatever. But like, I mean, you are on a fast track to an injury. That's just all there is to it. Like, especially like training to failure is like a common misconception, right? Like these guys are training to failure. Like you can see the bar is not moving, nor should it have ever moved, but all of a sudden it's like by leverage or something, it moves and they get it up, and it's like, yeah, that's showing like effort and like exertion and determination and like perseverance. It's showing all the stuff that's needed in weightlifting, but it's also like you're gonna get fucking hurt, dude. If you're taking off a bar and then slamming it back on the guy's back, and then you're like loading on more weight when he barely got a rep before, like it's just like, I get it. And like that kind of mentality is necessary, but it needs to be more refined. Like these guys are just doing this for, it's good, it's entertaining to watch. But like one of them's gonna blow a pec. I guarantee you, someone's gonna get hurt on that, if they haven't already. At least a torn bicep, trying to curl like fucking a 45 or 225. It's like, guys, you could still be intense without like that much weight. It's still very hard with less weight. Like you can push the guy. Like you don't have to try and cripple the fucking dude. It's like,
what do you think about?
And it's not like any of them have an none of them have like that impressive a physique. A lot of them are like, some of them have some like dense muscle on them. They've put on a good amount of muscle, but like there's no like, it's not like a bodybuilder. You know what I mean? It's like, you're a big guy, don't get me wrong, and you're a powerful dude and you move weight around and all that stuff, but like, I would guess that you're not that agile. I would guess that you're not that smooth. I would guess that you have like really horrible issues with like mobility. So like, how are you going to hit these other muscles and like get and refine your physique? But I don't think that's the goal, so I don't really think they care, right? They just want to be big dudes and like talk shit and work out, which is fine. But anyone who's watching that, you could take their mentality and apply it to your lifting. Just like be more intelligent about how you're doing it. Like, not every workout is the last workout. I mean, there's more to come. So you don't need to fucking kill yourself neurologically and like literally physically every workout to the point where you can't walk or lift your arms to think that you're making progress. Because if that's the case, then why aren't those guys the size of fucking Hadi Chupon or fucking Phil Heath? Like, they're not. So that goes to show you, it's not about the intensity necessarily, it's about using it properly. Intensity is a tool or like a facet of training, but it's not all of it, right? Because I could put fucking 4 plates aside on this thing and try and grunt out like quarter reps, or get someone get it up to the top for me and I can hold it and pump out like these little squeaky reps and then be like, yeah, I got it, I controlled it. It's like, no, you didn't do shit. You just moved the weight. And moving weight isn't the same as building muscle. They're not the same, right? Yeah, I mean, God bless them though. It looks like hell. I literally watched one of their videos and I was like, man, I would fucking kill myself if I was in that gym.
Did you ever go?
No.
For a workout with
No. In a million years.
Well,
one, I would humble all of them because none of them are lifting well, and if they lifted properly, or they had like a little bit better form, or understood where to like actually move things effectively instead of just like overpowering stuff and trying to like eke out quarter reps, it's like their numbers would drop so much they would never want to train with me again, because they'd be like, this sucks. Like, I'd rather just keep doing what I'm doing, having fun. So you should keep doing that. They should definitely just keep doing that, because it's going to lead to what it leads to, and you'll have fun, and none of you are hopping on a bodybuilding stage, so you don't need help with refining your physique, right? Necessarily.
You know they do like over 1,000 reps for like one workout.
I mean, that comes down to like another thing I'm going to talk about. It's like that's an insane amount of volume. That's that's overkill. That's like running over something and killing it, and then running it over 500 more times till it's like in the pavement, like completely embedded in the pavement. Like, it's already dead, dude. You fucking ran it over. Like, you don't need to keep running it over. But yeah, like it's the same argument though, because there'll be a lot of people will say, oh, frequency is all that matters, and volume isn't the key, it's frequency. It's like, but you guys are failing to understand. So say I'm doing push-pull legs, right? People like that shit. Or I'm doing back twice a week. My frequency of my back training is up. The amount of the differentiation between that is like, yes, your frequency, you're training it more than once a week, but your volume is still the same. So the 2 sessions, I could have combined all that volume into one. And all I'm doing is, if I do 1 session of back and then I add another session of back, yes, that frequency went up because now it's 2 sessions, but the volume is still probably the same between. So in essence, you're not training hard enough in one thing and you're leaving some in the tank at the next session, or vice versa. Because like even if you did the exact same workout, so I do the Tuesday I do back, Friday I do back. I do the exact same workouts. Why don't I just add more sets and more reps or more whatever on the first day and actually stimulate my back and do tons of volume then, and give my body a whole week to recover again, and then I'll hit back again on Tuesday next week. Instead of going like back till I feel like it's good, or push and pull, I'm gonna do a little bit of back, I'm gonna do some biceps, I might do some hamstrings, whatever the fuck it is. Then I come on Thursday and I do the same thing again. So I never really hit my back purely. I don't hit back. I don't obliterate my back because I'm doing biceps and hamstrings or whatever the fuck else I add onto it, right? So it's the frequency thing gets people because they think, oh, I'm doing it more often, so therefore I'm stimulating more often, therefore I think there's more to it. I'm getting more volume over a longer period of time. But the volume doesn't matter. As long as the volume happens at some point, it doesn't matter when it happens. Because if it's the same 7 days of the week, if I'm doing it all in one day or I'm doing it over 3 days, I'm still getting the same amount of volume and I'm just spacing it out in between. So if you're obsessed with like recovery and all this stuff, are you recovering from the first workout to the second workout of the week to maybe the third workout of the week by doing these like little blunted, stunted little back workouts where, oh, I do deadlifts this day and I do my rows this day and I do this? It's like, just do it all in one day. Like if you want to do 2 days, do it, but just fucking do them both is just as intense. I would say then, because then your volume overall has gone up over the 2 days. But don't spread out 1 day's worth of volume over 2 days. Why? Like, what's the fucking point? I don't get it. Like, you're fooling yourself into thinking that I'm doing less volume, but you're doing the same amount of volume because you spread it out. Like it's a mind fuck, right? Because guys are like, oh, I don't need to go that crazy today. Today I'm gonna do like lats and like traps, and then next week I'm gonna do rhomboids and I'm gonna do more lower lat and all that stuff. It's like, first of all, none of you are training that well to be able to do that unless you're like high level. But sadly, a lot of you watching aren't. That's just the facts. That's statistically speaking. I'm not making these videos for Olympia level competitors. You people watching are not Olympia level. You're just regular lifting guys like I am now. I don't compete anymore. I just lift, right? So just get your work done. Let your body recover maximally, and have every body part get its own like specialized fucking look. And if there's body parts that are lacking, like chest or back or whatever the fuck it is, then yes, when you hit them on a second day, don't be nicer to them. Kill them again. The whole idea would be to increase the volume, not just the frequency, the volume. So I gotta make the volume, this amount of volume, I gotta make it, so if it was over 2 days, I gotta make it this big now. So I gotta make the volume bigger across both days to see a difference, right? Not the frequency. I hope you guys understand what I mean when I'm saying that. It's like, just because you do 2 days doesn't mean it's better. The 2 days must have more volume overall than they did before for there to be progress. Or you need to be doing things better, which sadly, none of you are gonna take the time to be like, you know what, I need to just like drop the weight and fucking figure out how my lat actually moves and find the angle for my shoulder to let my shoulder retract. I'm gonna do it. And if you're just gonna be the meathead shit, just do more volume over both days. Don't split up your 1 day's worth of volume into 2, thinking that like, oh, I'm recovering more, I'm getting more from it. No, you're not. Like, you're really not. Just, you're on juice probably watching us. If you are, you'll be all right. You'll recover. Up the volume, dude. But yeah, don't do a thousand sets or reps or whatever the fuck those guys do. That's fucking crazy. Like, I guarantee you those, like, I don't know those guys. I'll never meet them in my life probably. If I do, then cool. But like, I guarantee you those guys like hurt constantly. Like, there's no recovery between the workouts if that's really genuinely what they're doing every day. The amount of injuries and like little nicks and dings that they have is probably out of this world. I can't imagine. Especially because none of them look that young. So it's like, you're hurting, man. And you're just like ego lifting through it. Like, well, I fucking did. It's just like, just pipe down a bit, man. Just chill the fuck out. Like, just chill the fuck out. And like, instead of overhead pressing 4 plates and moving it fucking an inch and going like this and then slamming the weight down after 2 reps, Why don't you just put 275 on and bang out like 15 reps? Same shit. You'll get more out of it. You actually build some muscle.
When you were younger, were you training like that with your friends?
No, I wasn't. I mean, I was trying to go for heavy lifts. I was always trying to lift heavier because that's the mentality we had when I was coming up. It was just like, and it's still a mentality that should be around today, but like it should be within reason, right? It wasn't like a goal to think that like if I standing military press, shoulder press 400 pounds, that's gonna somehow make my shoulders so much better. It's like, no, I'll probably get better results out of doing side laterals than doing any shoulder press. Like legitimately, shoulder press is probably like it's a very shit thing for developing delts. Front delt maybe, but I mean you're just straining your shoulder, hitting your upper pec. Like you're not hitting your delt, which is what everyone's looking at. When I look at your shoulders, I'm like, man, nice front delts. I want to see how fucking big your delt is, how much cap you have on your delt in 3D. That's not pressing. No matter what anyone says, it complements pressing, and you definitely use your shoulders to press depending on how your form is. But when you're standing there with 4 plates and you're unhooking it from a rack, like I saw the one guy do it, and he's going like this, like my whole body's heaving and then catching the weight, heaving and catching the weight. So I'm using the floor to drive up. I'm never just driving my arms up. Which if I extend my arms above my head, I can feel my delts fire. So you're not going to be able to get that extension or that kind, even if you use through the floor, that extension of my hand and tucking into here and driving onto my lat, unless I lower the weight. Because you guys they're not even getting quarter reps. It's just to say that you move the weight and then you can slam it down until you move the fucking weight, put another quarter on there. It's like, and then the guy takes it off and it's just for entertainment. And it gets people because a lot of people are watching it, right? But you might see this shift where it goes from like science nerds doing everything like, oh, mechanical tension, blah, blah, blah. And then you just see like all the gyms turn into the diamond gym guys. It's going to be like a chiropractor and an orthopedic surgeon's dream. Just tears and pops everywhere. Just ding, 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 ding. Especially because like a lot of the times these guys don't have like, not the diamond guys, I mean, I don't know them at all, but I mean, a lot of people that go to lift heavy and do all this stuff, they don't have any background in like how to like actually set up for a lift. So it's like coming into like bench 500 pounds and you've never done it before and you just take it off and it just absolutely demolishes you. Or it bounces off your chest and people have to grab it and you're trapped underneath it. You know what I mean? Like there's no base of information. So that's, I mean, like guys like that would be humbled by me, not because I would make them work out harder or they wouldn't be able to handle it. It's like, no, you're just humbled in the sense that your ego wouldn't be able to take it because you would see the weights would decrease so much, but the exertion level would be 10 times the amount because now we have to move properly, or at least better and more controlled and with fuller ranges of motion. Not that it has to be massively bigger, but like a little bigger, man, than 2 inches. 2 inches isn't going to do it. So it's like that would humble them, and not even so humble them, but just be like annoying to them. Be like, I don't want to fucking do this. Like, I want to lift my fucking weights and just get the fuck out. I want to like be a man and yell, push bars across the room and scream at each other. And that shit's fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fucking fun to like fucking lift like an animal and feel like that. But sadly for a lot of us who are older, especially in my age or my generation, like that's just not realistic anymore, man. Like I enjoy watching it because I'm like, man, these guys are fucking, they don't know what's coming. Like, take it from a guy with 2 fake hips. You don't know what's coming, man. And I pray that you don't have injuries like that. But I mean, it's like, when all signs are pointing to that, it's like, yeah, it's gonna happen. This doesn't last forever. Trust me. Joints and tendons and ligaments, they get real funny when you get older. They're like, we don't want to lift that anymore. We've had enough of that. You ignore shit for so long. Like I ignored shit in my shoulder, my right shoulder, like for so long, because I was like, it's just fucking from playing football, and it's my pec tear and all this shit. And then next thing you know, it's like you get imaging done. The guy's like, how the fuck are you walking around with? You have no space left. It's like bone on bone in there. It's like, yeah, I thought it was pretty fucked up. He's like, yeah, you have no shoulder left, dude. Like, I'm surprised it even moves. And I'm like, yo, yeah. I mean, I put some cream on it when I work out, and it feels pretty good. It's like, once I get warm, it's not bad. It's like, if that's the shit, if those are the conversations you're having with yourself, pipe down a bit. It should be the slogan of lifting now. Chill the fuck out. Just, before you make stupid decisions in the gym, just be like, I need to chill out for a minute. I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to really think about this. Think if I want to do this or I want to drop it 25 pounds and see how that feels.
So how are you doing shoulders when your shoulder is like completely like?
I was just finding angles that didn't hurt it. So I was just like, I couldn't behind the neck press or get anywhere near to like this kind of position. I was always kind of like here, which is where I would be anyway a lot of the time. But like any over rotation or like elbow flexion, like in or out or back or like out of the position where it felt like solid, was obviously bone on bone. So it was like fucking electric shocks. Like fucking don't do that. Okay, let's stay right here. Like, but that's what I'm saying. When you have to do that, there's the problem, man. Like that's what I find. Like I train a lot of people. Like I've trained a lot of people in my life too, and it's like the same shit happens with shoulders and guys training chest. They're like, they'll train chest and they're like, man, I don't feel my shoulder at all. It's like, that's not what you should say. You should be like, yeah, I feel my chest, and you should always feel your chest. You should never feel your shoulder when you're doing chest properly. Other than the fact that it's stabilizing, maybe you feel a stretch, but like I shouldn't be like, and then get up and be like, that's okay, it's okay. I mean, I'm good. Like, I saw a guy fucking pressing the other day in here, like, and it reminded me because like it happens to everybody. The guy like was like overhead pressing and he puts it down and he like puts it down and he acts like he's cool. He's like, it's like, yeah, man, that's not good, dude. But like we're men and we're dumb and we do shit like that because we have testosterone flowing through us that tells us really stupid thoughts like, you can lift it, dude. You did it before. So what if you're 45? You did it when you were 23. You're fucking stronger now. It's like, no, I'm not. I don't have the joints. I don't have the joints of a 23-year-old anymore. That's one thing I wish. When people say like, you wish you could like, do you wish you could go back and be younger? Do you wish you could like go back to this or like go in college, or like if you could do it, what would you do? I would just wish to have my 22-year-old tendons, ligaments, and joints for the rest of my life. I'm happy being my age. I don't care. I have gray hair in my beard. I don't care if like I got like I'm getting weathered looking. Just my internals, my joints, and like all my muscles, no tears, no nothing. To have that again would be like heaven. I would pay for that. If there was a magic shot that came out and it was like, and all these nanobots went through your body repairing joints and like cartilage and all this shit, I'd be like, sign me up. Just to feel that, like, to pick stuff up, heavy shit up, and be like, this isn't heavy at all. Just like, now when I pick stuff, I'm like, ooh, boy, you gotta put that down. That was a little bit brave, wasn't it? To get yourself psyched up to pick up a dumbbell, like, oh, ooh. It's like, I think 30s are good.
Is there stuff now that when you're doing it, you still feel that pain that you were talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I have to be, my right shoulder is still like, it's not a real shoulder, so it has its limitations in terms of like its range of motion, and like it's not that, in different positions it's not as strong as it was before, just because like there's a lot of issues in my shoulder, as I had a pec tear there as well. So I had issues from the pec tear prior to the surgery that were already issues that like caused adhesion and scar tissue, so it's still never going to be like a normal shoulder. But my left shoulder, I have pain from doing certain things when it comes to boxing, but I don't really get that much pain from lifting weights from it. So I just don't. Some days pressing feels good, some days pressing doesn't feel great, or certain angles do or don't, whatever. So I just do what feels good. Like that's my rule in the gym, is I don't do. If I do a lift and it feels good or I'm comfortable with it, I just stick with it. I'm not in here anymore trying to like reinvent the wheel. Like, and it's the same with when I train people. Like I know what works and what doesn't for that person, because I've had them try stuff and I'm like, this is what he's good at, this is what she's good at. This is a good angle for them. This is not a good angle for them. This is a good machine. This one's not good. This guy's too tall. This goes too short. That's the stuff that I get into now on my own training. So I have to like think like, I don't really like machine flies anymore because it's an awkward position for my shoulder. So like I'll do like abbreviate, like I'll do more like cable stuff, like tighter range of motion, just because you have to adapt to your body type and your structure and the limitations you have. So it's just a matter of working with what you got.
When you're like I do what I'm comfortable doing. How do you know the point of like pushing yourself to where it's like now it's like too much pushing yourself?
Well, I mean, the benefits, like one of the biggest benefits of working out for like such a long period of time, because I've been working out since I was a teenager, and I'm 45. I'll be 45 this year. Is like I have a lot of base of knowledge, and I have a lot of like experience where I can go back and I know what the sensation is and what the mindset is and how the body feels if I'm ready to do something or not, because I've done it before and I've lifted weights before that people can't even fathom. So like I can't remember what that felt like anymore because I don't have that in me anymore to do it. Like I couldn't bench 600 pounds again, no matter what. There's nothing, never happening again. But I know what it feels like to be able to like hold that weight and maintain it and how it should feel. So I understand where to set my body for any type of thing, knowing that I could never do the 600 pounds again. But who's to say I can't do 300 or 200 and whatever, 50, right? But it's the same mechanics. It's just not the same load and the same energy being produced. So I've had a lot of time, years and practice, and like a lot of teaching and mentoring from people of like learning how to set things down. And it's also like, I mean set things down, like lock my body into a position or set myself on an angle that's like conducive to me moving better, right? So I think that's what separates really great lifters and people in the gym is their body awareness and how they understand how the body moves to be able to like hit a body part. So like over like rotating and letting your arm rock out and then rolling back through your lat. That's something that like you can only teach someone by actually moving them, because they'll never let it out. If you see them do it, that's as far as they want to go. So if I say let your arm out, that's as far as they want to go. But they don't know they can go here. And people will be like, oh, that's their body going. It's like, no, it's still their arm. Because now I'm going to set my shoulder down and I'm going to roll my chest up and drive my elbow back. So I got full lengthening of my arm. Even though it's still bent, I'm opening my back now to pull. I'm not just going and doing this shit, right? So it's once you ingrain that into people that movement is key and just being comfortable in the movement, because you'd be surprised, like we've talked about before, how many people when they're doing a standing exercise aren't grounded in their feet. So they'll literally take like a fucking, like a lateral, and they'll pick up dumbbells and you'll see them going like this. And as soon as they start moving, these knees bend and they go, and they're doing this flapping because they're pumping out of here. Their feet are doing nothing. Obviously their feet are keeping them up, but the hinge should be coming from my hip. I should be able to rock from my hip. Even if I have a little bend in my knees, I'm just swaying in my hip. So it's a hip hinge and an up and an up. And everybody rushes it so they come down and then they go, and then it becomes like a throwing up as high as I can, right? So that's just an example of it. But the same thing when it comes to like people doing back exercises, like they're very light on their feet and they're trying to pull everything with their upper body. So if I was to do this, like obviously this is a plate. If I did this standing and I wanted to just be here and hit my lat, I would get myself on an angle where my shoulders relaxed. So I can let this go right now and there's no tension on me. I'm in my foot and I can grab onto this and I can just set back. So I didn't tense up my arm. I just grabbed with my hand and I let my hand and shoulder relax. So my shoulder is basically extended out of the socket. It's loose here. I can move it up and down. I can shrug it. I can do whatever I want. So when I want to sit down, I'm going to be heavy in my left foot, light in my right foot. But I'm going to have this down for balance. But I'm going to set into my left side of my body because I'm working on my left side. So when I go to move here, I can lean out all the way if I want because my hip stays back and I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. My hip is my counterbalance. So I'm sitting into this hip. I can do whatever I want. I can be here. I can stand up tall. I can do whatever. When I pull, I break. But again, I stay light. I could do this with one arm, with one foot on the ground. I'll be off balance when I come to the top because I can't meet the dumbbell. But if I stay back, I'm up. I can roll my shoulder back and there's no tension. There's no pulling this thing to me. I'm not trying to pull this into me. I'm trying to rock through my body coming up. Now, as you can see, I'm light here, heavy here. If someone went to kick this foot, it's not going anywhere. It's in the fucking ground. So is this hip. So I'm here and I can set myself at any angle I want. If I want to change the angle, if I want to go out here more, I can change any angle I want because this is where my weight is. It's not here. It's not in my shoulder. It's in my hip, but I'm dragging, right? So it's just learning how to anchor down on things and understand that like I don't have to be in these like, because most people will grab this and they'd be like get here and they get themselves in like this power base. Even if they lean, they'd be here and they'd be like, you know, it's like all my weight's here. I'm just pulling my arm back and forth. There's no weight forward that I'm moving through. So a lot of people do that. They just have a hard time setting up. And once you get them to set up properly, it's a learning curve, and it's like, oh man, this is a lot heavier, a lot harder. But once you have a better foundation in the shit you do, everything becomes easier, and you feel everything more. So who cares if you lift the same weights? But naturally you will get stronger because your body adapts to the stress. So a plate here, if this is hard for you, will not be a plate forever. And you may be like discouraged, like, oh man, there's only I usually do 3 plates here, and I just rip this thing. All these idiot kids who are here, and then they go, and they pull this thing. It's like, this is nothing, guys. Like, I can catch this again. I'm just catching weight. That's all I'm doing, is doing that. So it's like, if you put these people in a position, like, oh, now it's too hard, I can only do 1. It's like, yeah, well, now you're on your lat, and now you're actually moving properly, so now you can figure out where to gain power from and pull up through things and arch, and squeeze into your lat. Because all I'm doing is meeting my lat and my elbow together and keeping my shoulder down, not up, here. So I always have an angle on it. So I'm not, if my shoulder stays up, I'm likely to do this. If I'm able to take my shoulder down and be on an angle like this towards you, I come up through. If I'm level, I come here. So I want to be here, reaching out and rocking up through my chest, driving my elbow into my lat as they come together at the same time. So my elbow doesn't cross my body. Very rarely does my elbow ever cross my body, break the line of my body. It meets with my body. Because I'm driving my body up into it, and this elbow is meeting the line of my body. So I'm bringing 2 forces together, and I'm moving up at the same time. So it's going like this and spreading out again, and then rocking up. But until you start seeing stuff like that, like visually in your mind, or thinking that that's how I'm moving, you'll always just be moving weight. It's just moving weight. So you see guys come in here and they're fucking grab this and they'll be on their phone and they're just like, this is you in the gym. And you put it down. It's like, what the fuck? It's like the equivalent of like walking out on a tennis court with your racket and going like, the ball comes out, you're like, wait for it to come back, and it's like, swing the ball, step through and swing.